Howdy folks, welcome again. Lots of wonderful things for you. Firstly though, the weekly special. Broccoli. We're doing it at an amazing $3.99 a kilo this week, which is quite amazing. Broccoli normally retails around about anywhere from $6 to $10 a kilo organically, but we want you to have something special. You can see the heads are nicely sized, nice and tight and firm, so the quality is there as well. On the ABC website you will find a nutritional study comparing organic with conventional. Let me just highlight a few things there for you. The organic iron composition was 15 milligrams per thousand as opposed to 4 in the non-organic. Zinc 16 as opposed to 5.2, and the copper was 9 as opposed to 1.5 milligrams. So as you can see, that study basically confirms the superiority nutritionally of organically grown broccoli over the conventional. Now that's not to mention the pesticide residues. In our wonderful newsletter which is coming out this week, we've listed the Dirty Dozen, and that is the conventional foods to avoid if you're on a strict budget and you want to eat the very best you can. A fairly concise list of things that are best to eat organically, and broccoli and cauliflower are in the top dozen. So there are lots of wonderful reasons to eat organic broccoli. Broccoli is well known for its anti-cancer fighting qualities.
Take 24.
Now, organic broccoli is rich in sulfurane, which stimulates cells to produce an enzyme which is very good at combating and fighting cancer. Broccoli is also rich in vitamin K, A, C, has lots of calcium, 3% protein, rich in iron as well. So at $3.99 a kilo, there's a billion good reasons to be buying organic broccoli this week. Now, one thing I will note, the $3.99 relates only to a kilo buy. If you're buying single heads, you'll pay a higher price. So buy it by the tick, buy it by the kilo. There's a bag limit of 2 kilos per customer. Just to give you an indication of what a kilo looks like, we've got the 3 heads there, which any family with half an appetite will devour quite easily. Avocados, we've got biodynamic fertilizers. You can see they're quite a decent size. They're actually probably around about 2-3 days away from eating, so we're going to leave those out and get the ripening process started. We've also got some Hass, which are slightly mixtures in terms of size and presentation. They'll be a little bit cheaper than the Fertes, but really if I had to eat one, these are the creamiest of the avocados. Really, they're beautiful. In the apples, all the wonderful things that we've had of recent weeks. We've got great pink ladies, galas. They're starting to get a little bit towards the end. Fuji's are fantastic. We've got really nice grannies. Probably the buy of the week though in terms of apples. We've got a limited amount. These are the Fuji Seconds. They're on the website as Fuji Seconds. Means they're not as pretty as the others. There's some situations like that, which is really just a superficial mark. The quality in the eating is superb. You'll really love these. Beautiful and sweet and crunchy, just not as pretty. We've got 4 varieties of pears for you to choose from. 3 of them are grown by these guys, Greenwoods in Victoria, Demeter certified. So you've got the lovely Williams, a few skin marks, but you expect that sometimes in your pears given their delicate nature. So you can see they're a nice size. This week we see the first of the Packhams from them. They're a little bit greener, but they'll ripen into a nice, soft, sweet, delicious pear. Then we've also got the Bear Bosch, which are the crunchier style, large Nashi pears, pear. I had quite a few mandarins over the weekend, and I was surprised at how well they're eating, to be honest, at this time. Very few seeds, some seeds, but not many, and nice and sweet and juicy. So whilst the price is still not as good as it'll get once our Patterson fruit starts, still worthwhile getting, I think. Old season Valencias, flavour's good but not mega juicy. New season Navels, mega juicy and quite sweet. Stacks of beautiful juicy lemonades, nice and sweet. Pomelos, some lovely ruby grapefruits, Lemons are starting to come into their own, nice and juicy. Tahitian limes, cafe limes. Pineapples are massive and really sweet. Kiwis are improving. Custard apples this week. Again, the pink mammoths, which are the most magnificent custard apple. They're actually about ready to go. So I guess for Tuesday, Wednesday orders, these will be perfect. We'll get fresh ones in on Thursday for Friday orders that'll be a little bit firmer. Magnificent. Still loads of great passion fruit, which we specialed last week. I'm sure you all enjoyed those. They were lovely. Nanis have got about half colour. So they're a couple of days away from eating. You can see they're a nice size hand, and they're just being beautiful of late. Now we've got a couple of things from our good mate Helmut at Corrie Farm. Helmut has in the past been a certified organic farmer, but given the nature of his size and what he does, he specialises in exotic fruits. He didn't feel that maintaining his certification was really relevant. However, he still practices organic farming. However, we have these labelled here as a non-certified product. So here we've got some tamarillos, 4 for $1. Now Julia's put a lovely recipe on the website that you can view. Tamarillos, they'll ripen at room temperature. You basically know when they're ready to eat when they start to get quite soft. So you can eat them raw, or you can cook them into to stews, etc. Helmut also has these persimmons here. They've got a few marks. These are the astringent type, which basically means you want to wait until they're nice and soft before you eat those. 95 cents a piece. Absolute bargain. So whilst the variety of fruits tends to wane a little as we get into the cooler times, still lots of wonderful, exciting flavours. But conversely, winter veg is probably the most exciting time of the year for vegetables. There's lots of wonderful things. We've got beautiful eggplant, nice sized pieces, nice and firm. Zucchini, reasonable sized pieces. Lettuce. We've got a few different grades of tomatoes. We've got your vine ripened, and then the round. And we've also got your aromas. We have some smaller pieces than those. Cauliflowers, absolutely magnificent at present. Radish, again, magnificent bunches. Look, I'd be getting into those while they're available at such a really good price, and the quality is superb. The lettuce, an improvement on last week in my opinion. Last week's lettuce, not so good. Nice sized cos, and the iceberg are a reasonable size with nice firm hearts. We've also got these lovely little mini cos. The beans are magnificent. Really, really good. Capsicum, nice sized pieces, but very, very limited this week. We get closer to winter. Our garlic is starting to show some signs of life, and getting a little bit of shooting activity there. That's because it wants to go on the ground. The quality is still pretty good, but it's not the best time of year for garlic. That's pure and simple. It's really kind of ironic that the time when we really want it, through the cooler months, to help ward off colds, etc., that it's the least accessible to us. But still a bit around. You're just going to get that kind of thing through quite a bit of it. The giant Russian garlic is a later season garlic, and so will hold further into winter before it starts to come to life. But it is a milder garlic. Some of you were brave last week and experimented with the kohlrabi. Many of you weren't. But look, why not give it a go? You watched last week's video. We've mentioned a few ideas on how to use it, and no doubt you'll find those on the website as well. Yellow button squash, magnificent clean little buttons. Jet pumpkin, the colour is superb, eating really good. Corn, medium size ears. Our special last week was on the gold sweet potato, but look, my favourite sweet potato is the purple skinned. White on the inside, and I tell you, nothing bakes sweeter than that. And that's all we've got for you this week. I'd like to send out a big hi to my mate John over in New York State. Happy birthday to you, mate, and thinking of you. And for everyone else, well, enjoy the week, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.